did the Falcons lose yesterday? Like, I have tried to wrap my head around this the entire day. Hi, welcome. This is Joy Has Questions. I have a lot of questions tonight, buddy. I have so many fucking questions. Who was Tom Brady praying to? He was like conjuring up the spirits of like every Prescott hedge fund entitled trust fund baby on the East Coast. He was asking Voldemort for an extra line of protection from Slytherin. Like, he was calling everybody. He definitely had like NATO summit defense system type air pumps, because I'm like, he won, and I know he won fair and square technically, even though I saw the picture, I believe, of White diving in the end zone, and I'm like, both his knees were not down. Like, how? I will not take away the fact that Tom Brady is now the best quarterback that has ever lived. Like, Troy Aikman better than, Montana. Like, he is one of the best quarterbacks. Or no, he is the best. But I just hate him so much that I could care the fuck less. Like, he is a bad winner. He is a bad loser. He is just, ugh. And then when I was even looking at the Super Bowl as a whole, like, was anyone else getting the feeling that this was just like the Jets versus the Sharks? Like, I don't know if I was watching a Super Bowl or like West Side Story. I'm like, is this the Bloods and the Crips, like white versus black? It just felt like the Patriots were clearly like white America, and Atlanta was repping for the hood, and clearly I was pulling for the hood. Like, the Patriots, please. But yes, they won. Lady Gaga spiraled down from the top of the dome looking like somebody's bedazzled glitter stick or someone's like sparkly tampon. And I was just like, and for this, also, can we just comment on who dropped the ball? Because yeah, Beyonce has done 2 Super Bowls. Clearly she's not doing anymore. But let's comment on the fact, if y'all would have adequately marketed this, you already knew that she was going to do a phenomenal job. Why didn't y'all have her do the Super Bowl in her own hometown? Like, she'd have blown Houston to bits. It would have been amazing. Like, but I guess, whatever. Y'all just don't see past what's in front of you. I really feel like Satan was sitting here doing his little, mathematical calculations. It was like, look, we gonna give black people 2 wins every 2 years. So, this is what y'all Negroes get. I'm gonna give you the New Edition movie, okay? And I'm going to give you Obama getting out the presidency and no one assassinating him. He was like, that's all y'all get. And he was like, Atlanta winning the Super Bowl, even though they haven't been there since 1999. No, girl, it's not happening. Everything, all these dominions, everything that is for grabs is going to good old Tom Brady. And then on top of it, I was just sitting there looking like, thank God I didn't bet on this damn game this year, because I'd have been pissed. Like, I'm a very sore loser. So if it's a game that I'm like, I don't care who won, I still feel like I should have, been the winner or been right. I don't like to give up. Like, I will throw that shit at you, be like, fine, take it. I really don't like it when my sports collide with politics. But then it's like, when I'm even watching him, in his after, the game interviews. And yes, we all know that his little demonic dimpled ass is like besties with Donald Trump. And I'm looking at him and I'm just like, so you got your Gillette endorsement to the left. And then you got like strategically this little red ass hat talking about make America great again. Like, he is the best football player, the best quarterback, but fuck him. I don't care for him. And the thing is, I used to love Tom Brady. I used to like, even when I was looking at the pictures of his family on the field, I'm like, your family looking like a damn, like, UN summit. Your wife is Brazilian. Her little cousins and everything sitting here looking ethnic as shit. And I'm just like, the whitest thing here are the lines on the damn field. And your jersey. Like, I have nothing. I have nothing for the Patriots winning. Lady Gaga was popping in 2009. It is 2017. It's 6 years later, girl. Wait, no, take that back. It is 8 years later. And I'm not here for this phase of her career. But I will give her one thing, which a lot of other, people don't have. That bitch can sing live. Like, she was skipping half of her damn, lyrics and the hymns or whatever you want to call it. But I was like, okay, girl, I see you. It ain't as good as Beyonce. You ain't, Diana Ross in 1996 leaving in a helicopter in this gold lame beautiful ass ensemble. It wasn't that, but you tried. I'll give it to you, girl. You tried. It was cute or whatever. But the game, I feel like everybody just went back to King of Diamonds. Not King of Diamonds. Everybody just went back to Magic City and like just talked to the strippers and was like, can y'all treat us like Drake tonight? Like, you care about our problems in our lives and just, really make us feel better because we're going through it. I just feel like that's what happened in the city of Atlanta. Guwap probably like slowly made love to Keisha Kaur. She like had to hold him close because he was just all an emotional wreck. Migos probably like couldn't finish they rap snacks because they was just like, I don't even want this shit no more. Like, how did we lose this game? And Usher probably was the closest to calling Chili that he's been in over a decade. I guarantee it. I know he probably just wanted her to be like, it's okay, boo. Like, I know it hurts, but it's going to be better. The game just took a lot out of all of us. Then the next day, not bringing him up. So, in terms of the Super Bowl 51, yeah, I was pissed. I wasn't happy with the outcome. Did not enjoy it. Didn't, care for it. The only thing that made me happy over the weekend was the fact that, what did make me happy over the weekend in terms of sports? Nothing. And that's just the bottom black ass truth. So there's that. So now I am going to get into the second half of my video, which is going to be what I said last week, like me doing a little bit about myself. Also, this is so comfy. Like, I'm going to be doing all my videos with like a slight Mariah Carey lean, just because I see why she just be lounging and all her day. This is comfortable as shit. Like, this off center, because I'm tired as hell. But getting back to it, just talking a little bit about myself. Hi, my name's Joy. I am 27 years old. Clearly, I hail from Chicago, Illinois. If you've been following me for the past, couple of weeks, I talk about Chicago a lot. I'm very big on hometown pride and hometown loyalty. I'm a girl of the South Side. Thank you, Michelle. I really started this page just based on the fact that I've always had a mouth on me. I've always been into wordplay and being witty and funny. I got teased as a kid a lot. I feel like that's everyone's story. I got teased as a kid. No, like I got teased as a kid. I was always the smartest kid in the room. And so I was a bookworm, and I still am a bookworm. Like, as you can see, these are books and like little trinkets and stuff behind here, but I'm like, I will have books scattered all around my house. That's just how I roll. But, so I've always been very inquisitive. A nice way of saying I've just been nosy as hell. I got my degree in marketing communications in 2012. So for everyone also who always wants to say like smart shit on my page, like, you just over here spouting, you sound a mess, you sound stupid, there's a bald head horse in your neighborhood, or whatever your little joke wants to be. First off, I'm like, even if these are bundles, my hair is this length, so I'm literally doing it out of sheer laziness. Second of all, really learn and take stock in what social media metrics mean. Like, they don't measure what is actually said outside of like hate speech. They just matter, or it just matters that someone said something, period. So it's quantity over literally the quality. So you can say whatever you want on my page, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to respond to foolishness anyway. I think it's just an excellent example of the true nature of human beings, and how people, when they're unhappy with themselves, they will feel the need to try and bring down somebody else. I'm very much about self-love, black love, self-worth, self-acceptance, especially in a world that just will not let Negroes be, or people of color be. And also, my page, I wanted to be honest and in a safe space for white people. Like, if you're woke and white, you're welcome. If you're woke and white, you're welcome. Those are the 3 W's of my page. If you're over here whining and crying like some Taylor Swift bullshit, like you don't understand that your life is slightly better because of the fact that your culture, your aspect of society has made a lot of the fucking rules as of late, then this isn't the channel for you to be following. You need to be, maybe like a Selena Gomez channel, or one of her fans that's crying about how someone called her mean in a Pantene Pro V commercial. let me think about some other things that I have been seeing a lot of people ask me. Oh, someone asked me, I think it was, I cannot remember, forgive me, charges in my head, not my heart. But someone asked me a really good question. What separates what I say from other people that are trying to get famous on social media platforms? This is what separates me from everyone else. My journalistic background, I actually research what it is that I say. Now, there are moments when I appreciate it when people are just like, girl, make sure you have all your facts together. Or, oh, it wasn't 750,000 for Chrisette Michelle, it was more like 250. I love that because sometimes, based on the information where I'm getting it from, it can change. But I research everything that I do, and I also come from a place of trying to educate just because I know people are very quick to just believe everything that they hear. And knowing that or having that sense of responsibility, whether I have 5 followers or 5 million followers, I base everything that I'm saying off of one thing: making people of color look good and talking about situations or issues or even celebrating, aspects of our culture that would not readily be accepted in mainstream society. So if you hear me saying something, I'm not saying something just to be witty or to be funny. Yes, I have, a very colorful choice of words. Yes, I curse at times. I use a lot of free language. But don't ever think that this is just me trying to be cute so I can get a podcast. If I wanted a podcast, I could just go on iTunes and make one, or, create a SoundCloud account. It's not that difficult. I'm basing this off the fact that we are on rather the precipice of a lot of change and maybe the point of no return. And having a media background, I take my responsibility very seriously. Like, to tell the truth is something that any media professional should try and do. I don't care if you started your own personal branding like I have, or if, like, when I was working for, numerous television stations in the city, or when I was working for advertising agencies in the city as well. I am not about spreading a bunch of bullshit, because the images that we see, the stories that we tell, the way we communicate, this is what sticks with people, and this is what either exacerbates a problem with alternative facts or actually help people get to the root of a situation so that we can move better and be better from it. So I'm always going to be having a lesson in whatever it is that I'm talking about. I.e., yes, I was making fun of the Super Bowl and the fact that I feel like Beelzebub was like, look, y'all get either one or two options. And that is the Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons, or you're getting Tom Brady. But what I'm really basing that off of, this is fundamentally why I don't like Tom Brady. Tom Brady is, yes, one of the best athletes of all time. He is now officially the best quarterback of all time. But the thing is, when Deflategate happened, he had this assured arrogance or entitlement because he knew nothing was going to happen to him. Michael Vick still can't even walk past a pet shop without a probation officer's little spidey sense going off. It literally was news when this man got a dog, him and his wife, because he completely got kicked out the league, got vilified. Because it's true. Like, sometimes white people just love their pets more than they love us. And if you, I've seen people cry to a golden retriever getting, rehabilitated, but you're challenging why Mike Brown got killed or why Sandra Bland, ended up in the situation she did, or you're splitting hairs. So that's what frustrates me. The fact of how even when there's wrongdoing, it's not on an even playing field, even when that playing field is legitimately sports. The man was cheating. Had people on his team, in an administrative or operational position that were just completely okay with, deflating balls and helping him, have an extra edge to win. And I don't respect shit like that, because if this was a man of color or a woman of color, it literally would be the end of their career like we've seen for so many. And that's that double standard I can't deal with. But I told it in a very funny way in just the surrounding issues that was happening with the Super Bowl. See? That is the point of Joy Has Questions. So with that being said, I'm just going to try and let go of these negative feelings for the fact that, yes, the Atlanta Falcons lost after they were winning the whole damn game. The fact that Slytherin won, and the fact that Donald Trump had a happy tweet for the whole situation. It all just, tastes like a bunch of cod liver oil in my mouth, and I'm just not here for it. Alrighty, if anyone has any other questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them at the bottom, and I will talk to all of you lovely people later on in the week. Bye!